Hello, Jeff McGee. Strong silent pipe, I take. You're driving your Dodge truck. Where are you going?
Feed my baby.
Skyline chili. When was the first time you had Skyline chili?
Back in 1975.
Now, it's been a long-standing controversy between your appreciation of Skyline and its competitor Gold Star. You've been on the record for saying that you like Gold Star better. What's the truth?
Truth is, Gold Star is better.
Ah, popular opinion disagrees. We will see. Yet you sacrifice your own taste buds to give the beloved Skyline of your son to him. It's such a glorious occasion.
I always do best for others. Sacrifice myself.
You'll see a rusty water tower in the mid-ground. It's been there for many years. This is what driving in Ohio is like. As you can tell, there are no cars anywhere in sight. It's unlike Long Island in many ways. They've yet to install running water and electricity here in Ohio. It's a primitive land, still run by tribal warfare. Leaders of two different tribes will meet on Wednesday nights in a bludgeoning affair of club battle, where the winner will claim new lands in the frontier. It's a brutal exercise of alpha male dominance, only captured in the cinematic flavors of Mad Max, a Mel Gibson movie of 1984. Well, as you can tell, we have beautiful cloud formations, green grass, blue skies, constant precipitation, and all their forms of life-giving nature. If you squint your eyes really hard, you'll see a Dairy Queen there in the background. I used to work there. It was miserable. You walked away every day. What? A Sonic? What is all this stuff? Since when does Milford have a Sonic?
It's the 24th.
That is crazy.
That is the grand opening.
Really? Huh. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think Milford deserves a Sonic. We have a place like Golden Buddha Chinese Buffet, which shamefully can't compete with Grand China Buffet down the street. You'll notice big trucks take up 4, maybe 5 luxurious parking spots here in Ohio, and no one complains about it, because frankly no one cares. There's the competitor Gold Star there, with the nice tacky red and yellow sign.
As opposed to the tacky red, yellow.
Skyline's classy. Skyline has a hint of antiquity in its portrayal of Greek immigrants from the 1950s who struggle to make ends meet. Literally, ends meet is what they put into our chili here. It's quite delicious. It's actually the most rarest form of meat is ends meat. It only comes in one form now, and it's canned. So we're gonna go into Skyline and get a little something to eat for lunch. It's actually a rare sight. somebody who walks in the Skyline and actually reads the menu. Skyline only serves one real food. That's chili, spaghetti, cheese, and cheese conies, which you get every single time. Dad always likes to read the menu, even though he knows he's going to get a Greek salad. But maybe one day he thinks he's going to find something new, but he never does. And yet still walks away satisfied every time. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is a cheese coney. It's a hot dog. And this is the Jumbo 5-Way. Spaghetti, chili, beans, onions, all kinds of good stuff. Cheese. And that's Dr. Pepper. You gotta love it. That was a masterful lunch. That's right. You see it right there? That's what lunch for two costs. This is all the rage in Ohio, is advertising big black squares or rectangles. It's huge. It's going to come to New York in just a few months. It's such a good marketing campaign to just put black, so nobody can afford to advertise nowadays. That right there is a White Castle, and they fly their American flag because they're proud to be American fast food restaurants. You go there, about 2 hours later, you die on the toilet of massive diarrhea. But it's so worth it. This is the busiest intersection in Milford. This is the bypass of I-28, Mulberry Square, and 28. This is all the traffic you'll ever see in Ohio. Spare engine cars. Now, there was a Great Depression in 2004 in Ohio. We stopped selling metal, so we stopped producing cars. These are all the cars that are actually left here on Earth in Ohio. So if you get in an accident, you have to spend the rest of your life on bicycles, pogo sticks, and roller skates.
98 Dodge Dakotas, huh?
There's Kroger, and Kroger's the competitor of Meijer. We don't have the fancy food markets like they have in Long Island, like the Pathmarks and King Cullen's. Instead, we have to shop at barbaric Meijer and Kroger, where when you walk in, you're given a javelin and a net, sometimes with a 5-foot rope, if you can get a good one. And the way you get your food is you harpoon wild animals, sometimes opposing shoppers, to get good deals. One of my favorite stories of such shopping activities is the time I had to wrestle a wild boar to the ground with nothing more than a small twig. I was able to lodge the twig in between the nostrils of the snout of the wild boar, and then tug back on the stick like it was a motorcycle handlebar, thus capturing the wild boar and feeding my family for a month and a half. Now, cooking wild boar is a whole different conversation for a later time, but I'll tell you what, this thing stink. Quite a stink up in your house. Over here, you ever see the AutoZone? At the AutoZone, we've got two identical cars that are looking at the engines. We'll do a little dialogue of these young gentlemen's inner voices. Oh yeah, man. You see that carburetor? That's looking pretty nice. We should go invest in some turbo kits. We can really soup up our little Civics here. There's our friendly post office delivery guy blocking our camera shot. Back to the conversation. Oh well, guys. I'll see you next month when I get my food stamps so we can trick out our cars and go racing.